Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nuttcast. My name is Colonel Panic, as always, and I'm joined today by Marcella Finnegan.
Tutu lewd send nudes.
Nice, the continuation. The sequel to your first appearance on this season. And also with us we have Panda Avenger.
Sup? I guess I'm a sad Panda Avenger today.
Sad Panda Avenger. Nice. People who get that, like, comment, and subscribe. A new face to the show. Like, I already got Moss's takes, so, and I still want to know if they hold up. But first, I'd like to hear, what do you think about the show, Panda?
The show as a whole. So this is one of those shows where I'm like, if you hate it or if you like don't like it, I get it. You do you. But like when it's not doing the stuff that people might have problems with, it is just such an inventive show.
Right.
Like a couple episodes ago, they had barbecue. That then you could fuck the barbecue table afterwards. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, not even just from a porn standpoint, because it is great, like, well-drawn, well-animated, sexy times. But even if you took that out, it's still excellent fantasy.
Yeah, like, the world building is fantastic, honestly.
Seriously.
And they do so many clever things. Like the mushroom girls with boobs on their heads.
Hell yeah.
That's so clever.
Boob-shaped mushrooms. And
which ones are their real boobs?
Yeah. Also, I know that because we talked about this before, and you draw monster girls, don't you?
Occasionally. I really like demon girls.
Because I know you came at me a while ago and told me that my favorite sucks.
I do not like Rhaenyra. I think we had a very long discussion about this. I think
it wasn't even that long, because it became clear once you linked what you thought were good Spider Girls. And it's a completely different style of Spider Girl. Yeah,
so like I don't know why. You actually said that the style I liked looked more human. I don't know why, but like the Drider style, especially Monster Musume, the way they do it, it looks like they're sitting on top of a spider to me.
Well, yeah, that's entirely on purpose. Like, it looks like she's sitting on it, and then her legs are like the hunting legs of the spider. Like, those are her thighs.
Yeah,
I think that's such a Galaxy Brain design move.
It's definitely like Galaxy Brain, because I think like it appeals to a specific niche of like monster girl lovers, and then like I don't like it, and then the one I like is probably also Galaxy Brain, because you don't like it as much.
I don't like it as much because, to me, at least the ones you showed me, they look like a normal human girl who has spider legs under their skirt as like a second skirt. Like, they just have legs hanging down.
Yeah, I
don't
get
really
that,
walk
but
with them. They're just there.
For me, it's like coming out of their body, like kind of where their legs should be. So it feels more attached to me, even if like
I can see the appeal,
is more human.
That's not the type I like. So it's not like, oh, Ragnarok is the worst Spider Girl. It's just you don't even like that style at all.
Yeah, no, Rhaenyra, like, her personality is great, unironically, because I know we have to, like, specify whether we're actually talking about personality on this podcast.
Her personality.
Her personality. But her actual personality is great. She is lewd. She is very forward.
I have like a whole script about why she's a great character I've had written for like over half a year. I just never recorded it because I can't read scripts. God. I need to hire someone. I need to go on Fiverr. Find someone to record it for me.
I can record it for you.
Oh, nice. Maybe you should do that. I should probably rewrite it. So
Moss
it
has
can
a
be
great
read and not
voice.
sound stupid. I'm not a writer.
It'll be like a movie trailer, but just for why Rhaenyra is great.
I think, yeah, I mean...
That's why Rhaenyra has a great character. I don't know what I was trying to say, but...
Yes, great tits.
Yeah.
Right. So how about you, Moss? You're still loving the show?
Hell yeah, I am. Let me tell you, not had the best couple of days due to various reasons.
No. You said you had been stricken by calamities. That sounds...
Stricken by calamities,
Oh, no.
yes. So what happened? Well, I don't need to get into it. It's not like super serious.
If you don't want to.
It's not like anything bad or depressing happened. It's just been a hectic couple of days, and
Yeah.
What my intention was, I wanted to watch some of so I've actually been very slow to continue watching this. I had been on episode 4 forever, and then sometime earlier this week I started watching more of it. Actually, I think I've only watched episodes. Never mind. Point is, I was well behind, and then I got up to episode 6 recently, and then my plan was I was going to watch. I was going to catch up at some point. I was going to watch episodes 7 and 8 yesterday, maybe even more, and then watch episodes 9 and 10 today. Instead, I had my entire day canceled yesterday, so I watched nothing, and then came home. I was so tired that I fell asleep. I wanted to sleep for just a couple hours so that I'd have time to watch the show and then come on this podcast. Instead, I slept for 6 hours. So, yeah. But I watched I'm just mad about things. But then I sit down and I watch 4 episodes of this, and I'm like, wow, what a time to be alive.
Life is good again.
This is the best timeline.
Sometimes things are actually good.
It's weirdly cheerful and calming to watch this, because everybody is so vibrant and round, and everyone's happy and having a good time. It's a delightful show. Plus, episode 9 and 10 featured, your biggest... I don't know if I call it fetish.
It's not a fetish. I just think witch hats look. I just think witch hats look cool. But it is funny that the most perfect shop of all is the witch hat shop. Of course it is. And also, not only that. Okay, whoever makes this show or this manga, they also seem to really appreciate witch hats. Not because there are so many of them, and in. Which episode was it? I think it was episode 9.
Right.
No, episode... Well, yeah, we can get into that. But episode 9, Krim, just on his own, goes to a witch hat shop.
Character development. Development. He's now doing this solo.
Krim is a witch hat shop. Holy crap.
No one told him to go there. He just wanted to.
Exactly.
Never put that together.
Yeah, he went to... A slime witch, a witch who controls slime. A store made by the Archmage, who makes a triumphant return in episode 10, who's also responsible for the gender swap one. So she's just a mega pervert who runs several different brothels. Just magical sex. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Yep. Is she she has a conglomerate of brothels. She's
because she runs experiments, and then she's like, okay, this could be used for sex, and then she opens a new brothel.
She's like Jeff Bezos, but
exactly
a lot hotter and not evil.
I don't know, man.
She could be evil, actually.
We don't know if she's evil.
We don't know if she's evil or not. She seems really interested in Krim's halo.
Man, she was really interested in Krim's angel juice.
Yeah.
Using it for experimentation and making, resistant armor and stuff like that.
Also, on that topic, is Krim's halo, healing? Or are they, just kind of getting lazier in drawing it? I can't tell. I can't tell.
I mean, he talks about it like it's not healing, because he said he'd hoped it would heal on its own, but nothing's happening.
It's gone from a chunk taking out of it to just a sliver,
I
just
feel like
straight
they just
down.
kind of fuck up the distance when they
Dude,
slow
they
down it.
I do think that there have been a couple of minor quality dips in the animation and all.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I mean, not too serious. Nothing to get worked up over.
No.
The show still looks fine. It's just that, maybe the attention to detail isn't as
They
strong
can
as it
go
used to
on
be.
off model here and there, but I mean, I remember specifically thinking in episode 10 that, wow, a seasonal that doesn't dip in quality. So I just didn't even notice it.
If it has dipped in quality, it's not like necessarily noticeable, and I would say like the parts where quality matters are still quality.
Interspecies reviewers on a bad day is what most shows want to be on a good day.
It is kind of crazy how good it looks. I mean, we've talked. I think that's come up on every past episode. It's like the people making this fucking love it.
Mm.
They care. They put in the extra. They go the extra mile.
They like adapted the manga and then like 2 times the
hell yeah
material like that's not in it.
The manga doesn't have enough sex scenes. That's wrong. Let's make some. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super impressed with it still. I'm still thinking it's gonna be a 9. It'll go to a 10 if we get Arachnes. But at this point, I'm kind of starting to give up.
Were they in
hope.
the opening? I mean, I guess Delia in the opening? We're starting to get into like
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the vampire is in the opening, or he's in the ED.
Yes. We're starting to get into not revealed in the opening or ED territory, plus I think. So.
Plus, I'm thinking, where the fuck are they gonna go now? Like Moss mentioned in a chat, like prior to this, you thought that this whole Magic Kingdom they go to, it's fucking Disneyland, but with sex witches. You thought that was gonna be the last episode.
I kind of did, but it wouldn't really make sense because they're adapting two chapters per episode. Yeah.
But I definitely see why.
Well, except for this, actually, this was just one whole chapter.
I definitely get why.
But it felt like, I mean, it would have been a good place to end a season if this had 10 episodes.
10.
Yeah, that's why I thought so. But
it's actually,
I don't know where they're going to end it.
It's actually an episode and a half. Because the first half of episode 9, that's the undead girls. And then from that, it's like solo adventure from Krim, and then them discovering that people are ripping them the fuck off and posting their own reviews. So they fixed that in this one. So it's like a whole little arc that goes from 9 to 10. They fixed that.
Yeah, like one of
the speaking of arcs, like the ending of this last episode. Oh yeah. The snake guy dragon guy was putting the
like
moves on
devil
Majory
tail and dragon horns.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is.
He wants her eggs.
He wants
literally.
a raw egg.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this moving in on Stunk's territory? I don't like it. Stunk's girl. Even though they're not dating at all. I don't know if they ever will.
She hates him, but she's also tsundere.
Yeah, but she's also blushing and thinking about him all the time.
Yeah.
When she's laying eggs. She can't help it. What were you about to say, Moss?
Just that one of the last shots in the OP is the Archmage. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's that Archmage, and then it's just the girl like doing their bow, and that's the end of the OP.
So maybe these last two, you've read the manga.
Up to this point.
Oh, you haven't read past it?
Yeah, this is all that was translated at the time.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we get into
maybe we're gonna get an anime original finale. Some dragon
I'm sure
boy.
There's more to it.
And
I really hope it isn't this predictable, but like most comedy shows always like do a little bit of drama at the end. So I really hope it's not like 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's like 10 episodes of people having a good time, and then shit, here comes a troublemaker.
Yeah, I really hope it's not just like 2 episodes of like Majory getting seduced or some shit, and they have to go rescue her. They wouldn't do that.
I feel like it could go that she gets kidnapped by this guy because he loves eggs, I guess, and she's a bird. And then Stunk goes and gets her back, and I don't know.
Then
they get married
they
last
fuck
episode
her.
or something. They get married and have kids. No, just like 10 years later, and there's little bird humans running around.
I see that there are actually 7 chapters uploaded to Ishizoku Reviewers since I last watched it.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Read them real quick and spoilers.
Yeah, just
just
we're
skim.
gonna spoil
Is
the
guy
entire
is
show.
this guy a piece of shit?
Let's see.
He's definitely a piece of shit. We don't need to read the manga.
Yeah, you saw him. He's
to
a
know that.
tall, beautiful guy. He's a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
He's better looking than me, so he's clearly a
Yeah,
piece
so
of shit.
Stunk though. Stunk is so fucking ripped. I'm shocked by this
He
every
is.
time. He's handsome in a weird way.
He is like doing those hip workouts every day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was-
so this first chapter of volume 3 doesn't have this guy. It's
Oh,
just
shit.
another sex shop.
Man. All right. Well, this might be either a later arc that they're like moving around, or maybe they could just move it here to make it fit with the end of the show.
Oh, okay. Next chapter, this guy is here.
Oh, okay, good. Good. I appreciate it that like they went to the. There's so much with this world building and people's relationships that happens. Like just with the vampire stuff, like they delivered this coffin and the vampire's like, oh, it's been 30 years. I see you have a new party with you. Because of course, he's an elf.
Yeah.
Like in 30 years when he goes back there, Stunk is gonna be 60. He's gonna be old.
It makes me sad because I wonder if the elf like gets a new best friend every half decade or so.
But he would have to, or at least stop befriending short-lived species.
It is really sad though because he and Stunk feel like besties, you
They
know.
are besties, but that just makes you think there was another Stunk once. Must have been, because he's like I
Maybe.
think the elf is like 120, 130.
Yeah.
I feel like they say that in the first episode, where he's
On the top,
he's young for an elf, but he's older than an old human woman. Which was the whole joke.
yeah. Actually, on the topic of the vampire episode, Ishizoku does like it avoids non-consensual stuff. Like it tells you it exists, and then it will like not do it.
What do you mean? It tells you it exists.
So, like, the vampire girl, right? The vampire lord is like, oh yeah, like, you know, the thrall is like she's like enthralled to whoever turns her. But
Yes.
like I kind of wish they showed her as like a human and like had him turn her, because that would be my shit.
Hell yeah.
Vampires
Vampires are hot, dude.
I
But
know.
I was also thinking, because they were there, and they're like, okay, main guy wants the receptionist girl, which was nice. Cell wants one of those weird jumping Chinese zombies with the thing.
Yeah,
in
the
forehead.
Jiangxi.
Jiangxi? Is that a Chinese thing or a Japanese?
Yeah,
probably
it is.
Japanese.
I've never heard of them until I started reading porn, honestly.
They're in Shaman King. I know that. And in Super Mario Land, the old Game Boy game.
Oh
You
shit!
fight them,
Yeah,
they can't
are.
die. You stomp them, and then they stay down for a while, and they come back. You have to make them jump into pits. Anyway, so Cell gets that one. The cat guy, who I guess is he a? I guess he's not a cat. He's like a kobold or something. He gets the skeleton girl.
I thought he was a dog.
Or maybe he's just a dog. I don't know. He looks kind of catty to me. I feel like whatever.
I thought he was just like a beastman. I didn't know if.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know his
Beastman.
species.
He's just
Yeah.
Beastman.
A beastman.
Just like Gurren Lagann.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, well, those stink because they're undead. Ew. What do you have that doesn't stink? And we have a ghost, we have a skeleton. Which
How
one do
does
you
a
want?
skeleton not stink? I would fuck the ghost.
Yeah, but you can't touch the ghost is the thing. The ghost was cute.
I don't
though.
know. Like she can stand in front of you while you like just jerk
Just
off on her.
wave
I don't
your
know.
dick.
The skeleton is weird because there's just like you're literally like he's like gnawing on her.
He's
bones.
like licking her bones. Like, hell yeah. I guess that's nice if you're like a dog person.
Yeah, I was like, at least the ghost looks nice, you know?
And through the whole thing, I was wondering, why the fuck didn't Stunk order, like, he says, I guess you don't have anything out, like, why not a vampire? Why don't you just get a vampire? And then later, it's like, the vampire will actually only do it with the Dracula that turned them. They're so loyal. I'm like, oh yeah, nice.
I really wish we got to see her get turned. It would have been hot. I also thought, I was kind of thinking that like episode 10 would involve mind control, because like they all gave the place a 10, and I remember talking to Panic did strike about me too,
because at the end of the first day they're like, is this a 9, is this a 10? And I was thinking he was gonna wake up and just be hypnotized or something.
Yeah, and I really also like mind control, but we didn't get that.
Didn't get that. But the whole skeleton thing, it all culminated in a reference to Miss Bones' Wild Ride.
Oh my god, yes, whoever subtitled.
I fucking love the people who sub this show. They're
That's
so good.
So good.
Then we had like a whole scene where a porn director who kind of looks like the Hentai Haven logo with the devil wings on her head is directing a live
Oh my god,
hentai.
I didn't think about that. I didn't notice that.
And she's got the little wings on her head, so it's like, this must be like a shout out to hentai sites, right? Directing Hyena and Halfling Girl. Hyena Girl is back.
I didn't notice that either. That was actually great. I totally forgot about that scene.
But then I did.
She's just like, yeah.
I don't understand what, like, that place got an 8, but for what? What do you do there? It showed a director
porn? I don't know.
recording porn of 2 others. So who recorded it? No, who's it for? Who reviewed it?
Maybe the porn stars? Maybe it's like an exhibitionist
reviewing
place.
the porn. I guess.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a world where porn doesn't exist and then suddenly...
Do you think her porn videos show her touching herself while she films it?
I would not assume so.
That was the best part of the scene.
That's
like
TBH.
her just going.
I love the Futa hyena.
She is great.
She's so dank. I love her voice. Everything is just wonderful. One thing I didn't like was the witch girl in episode 9. Her voice was not very good.
She can't relate.
She was kind of well, she had a nice hat on, but I did not like her voice. How would you rate the hats? I know you have like you must have like a whole mental scale for witch hat rating.
It's slightly. There's not a lot of detail to the hats. They're not like super memorable. Yeah. Honestly.
Like Megumin is a 10, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What's a 1? What's the worst witch hat you've ever seen?
Just bad witch hats in general are like just straight pointy hats that are like party hats.
Oh, I kind of love those.
It's like nah. I like the big witch hats.
There is this one illustrator who draws Bad Girl, Babs Tar. She does like a whole series of like sports witches, and they all have that super pointy hat, and I love them so much because it works.
Sounds hazardous. They could take an eye out with those.
Kind of like just waving it around. No, I mean, I'll put up an illustration of it right here for the listener, for the viewer.
How do you feel about Delia having eyes over her hats?
It's interesting.
Over her hat?
Yeah, like there's eyes on the fabric.
I thought she had eyes on her nipples clothes. On her dress.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, she has everywhere. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Well, Megumin also has eyes on her hat, just not real eyes.
Does that make the hat better or worse?
I'm not sure, actually.
I mean, it's more detailed.
Let's put it this way. I like that it actually in some weird way, I like it more that they're real eyes, seemingly.
Yeah.
Because they actually, like, look around.
Yeah, they look around, they blink.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Right.
If it was, like, just a random design that just had eyes like that, it'd be like, what's the point? I don't get it.
The whole episode 10. That's kind of perfect, too. It's episode 10 and they all give 10s. Hell yeah. Yeah,
That's probably why they did
So
it.
they-
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Hey,
That makes sense
so
now.
yeah, in episode 9 they found out that they're being ripped off, they're being plagiarized. So, oh my god, we're so angry. What are we gonna do? Well, we actually don't do anything that special. Let's just read them. Who cares?
That is great.
Who cares if people rip us off? It's not really that hard to do. So they see
It's
this
just
place that everybody rates a 10, and they want to go there. Of course.
That's one of the many things that makes reviewers have such great world building. How it feels like an actually lived-in world. That there
Right.
are people copying these reviews and doing it themselves, and they're just like, thinking like, huh, I guess that makes sense. We can't do anything to stop them from doing that.
Can't
Like,
really
that's just
sue
what
them.
happened.
It's not really that special what we do.
Yeah,
We're
it's a
we're
popular
just mad
thing.
because we were the first. But anyone can
Yeah.
copy it. Yeah.
The
Exactly.
best part is they also established that there is a judicial system where, in other circumstances, you could sue people.
So there is a legal system, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some sort of legal system. They just can't do
All
it for
these
their
little-
reviews.
Yeah, all these little innocuous seeming lines, and then it's just like, oh, that's like a whole layer of society. And then they're like, oh, that's so far away, we can't get there. Hey, guess what? I got us some centaurs to ride. Sponsored by, I assume, the what do they call it? The Couriers Guild.
Yeah.
Because their reviews are making more people hire centaurs to go to places. So they'll sponsor the trip. And then at the end of it, we see them pass out the reviews all throughout the land. And we finally get a map of the whole place.
Oh my god, wait, okay, I totally did not put together that the Couriers Guild sponsored them because it gets them more business. I thought they were just like
It's
friends.
like a win-win. We'll take you there if you write a review. And then everybody will want to go there. And they'll hire centaurs to write them.
That's amazing.
It's perfect. It's a perfect
By the
show.
way, they do review Centaur Girls in Volume 3.
Shit.
Uh,
Maybe they
shit.
I skimmed through it.
Oh my
Have you not found any arachne?
I don't want to spoil. I want to hold out hope.
Okay.
I won't say.
I want to be crushed if it doesn't happen. Well, at this point,
I will.
Spider Girls would be optimal. Really, just any insect. At this point,
And I will say, by the way, that one guy that we were talking about earlier, he seems to be in one chapter only.
oh, damn,
So
That's good.
man.
That's
rip
good.
that guy.
That's good.
Hopefully, he makes Stunk realize that he's got feelings for Mater. That's what I'm hoping. Probably.
I'm sure that's the end game.
I want
not,
them
though.
to. I kind of want them to like gangbang Majory.
I mean,
that was blunt.
who doesn't really? I mean,
Like, I don't want it to just be Stunk. I think like all the protagonists deserve.
that's the post-credit scene on episode 12. Just completely
That would be really
unfiltered
funny. It's
gangbang.
like it's like the opposite of the harem ending, where just everyone just dates the same girl.
Turns out all these prostitutes we've been sleeping with, it was all for nothing. We won Majory. She is great, though.
She is great.
She's not been in these episodes too much. I do love that we keep seeing the decline of Krim. Where they're like, okay, dude, we got some centaurs. Do you want to come with us? And his eyes light up. They shine.
Krim is, unironically, the best character of any anime this season. Krim is one of my favorite characters of all time. And
Right.
just one of the... I mean, there are lots of reasons why Reviewers is good, but Krim is like the number one reason why this show works as well as it is for
Yes.
me. Because Stunk and Zell are like the two... I don't
Charlatans.
mean this in a... I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're like predictable protagonists for this
Right.
kind of series, where they're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have sex with women, but then you get Krim, who's like coming at this from the perspective of like he's embarrassed about it, and he I don't know. I would actually relate him to me in lots of ways, where it's like he's horny as fuck on main, but he's also like,
oh no,
not super open about it. Like he doesn't want to admit it,
No.
And he kind of treats sex like an experience, So he's like, yeah, I'm going to go and have sex with this girl, but in a way that's actually respectful to her as well. It's an experience that is shared with another person, right?
He's also always giving people really high scores.
Yeah, usually, because he like understands the context of it better and tries to have more of an open mind as opposed to just specifically what he likes.
Shit,
well, it helps that they have a vagina, probably.
There was one.
I suppose so, actually.
Where he gave a shit score. Oh, the fairies, of course, because he was too big.
Yeah. There was something else, I think.
Yeah, the one place where he was traumatized.
Yeah, the light place.
The light. Right,
yeah.
the public.
Yeah.
The big open public fuck room.
Because they could see the like past the light sensors, I think, since they were an angel. Yeah. So it felt like they were exposed to them.
I completely forgot. Will-O-Wisp. That's right.
Man, Will-O-Wisps were kind of boring. It was just exhibition.
I didn't really get it. Like that was Keon on that episode. No one knows what the fuck a Will-O-Wisp looks like, as opposed to be.
Yeah.
In any game or movie or show or whatever they're in, they look different and they do different things.
Yeah.
Episode 10 was amazing. Like, you go to a place, you pay 5,000 gold. We don't really have a scale of how much money that is. Because, like, if you do, like, normal Japanese shows, you divide it by, as if it's yen. So that's like $50, but that's nothing.
Stunk said that other brothels would charge the same price for an hour.
What?
I suppose maybe a high-end brothel. Because there was the one really cheap one that sucked that was 500, I think.
That was 500 until they let you go.
Yeah. So... yeah, I guess that's the scale of it. 500 is really cheap. 5,000 is a decent price, I guess.
Because, like, this is... I feel like 5,000 gold is supposed to be a lot, because you get a lot. Jesus Christ.
I mean, they in the context of you get 3 days of whatever you want
3 days with
then it's a
food,
really good
with
deal.
Education, with
what if people just start living there?
I do wonder what happens to people who just, I don't know, can't. Maybe you just get back in as long as you keep paying 5,000.
Well, they ended up saying that when you come back, they remember everything.
Do you think like rich old men just retire there?
Well, why wouldn't
That'd
they?
be the life.
Why on earth wouldn't they?
That sounds like an amazing, just like retirement home.
You just go there and you have a big titty Onesan wizard cook you meals.
You don't even need to fuck her. Like, she'll give you sponge baths because you can't bathe yourself anymore.
She'll take you on tours of the city. She'll wash you.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I literally, like, kind of choked like at the end when they're saying goodbye and the sad music is playing and they're, like, vanishing into thin air. It's like, man, how is this show getting me? It's like, this is stupid. It's not supposed to make me sad. But they were all so happy. They got exactly what they wanted for 3 days.
Mm.
The best part is she's like, yeah, I'll shit on your chest.
Yeah, it's like,
if you want me to. And
whatever
everyone
I ingest,
was just like,
just teleport it away. But I can't process it and add like a bitter flavor to it and then shit on you. Wait, what? People ask for that? Yes.
Yes, lots of people. More than you'd think.
The scale, the scope of the fantasy in that episode is just amazing. Like, they really did kind of think of everything. Like, yeah, you can just, like, completely chop off my limbs and fucking brutally murder me. What? People do that? Yeah, lots of people have done that, actually.
A lot do, so that's why I feel like I should say it.
And the mayor, like, oh, yeah, like, we can have public sex, but the mayor told me no, so we actually can't. Like,
because
they just cut everybody
out in the open.
On the street. It's amazing.
You ever just walk into a new town and then everywhere you go, there's just people having sex with the same girl in a wedding, and you're like, wow, finally a place where I belong.
With the same ridiculously attractive woman.
Yeah, holy
Massive
crap.
tits.
She's like the world's greatest archmage, but she's like so attractive.
I am wondering, like, what is in this for her? Except, I mean, besides money, I guess.
Yeah, she said she's funding her research, and
Yeah,
she
I guess
also
that is it. Because, like, imagine just every day making perfect clones of yourself for others to fuck.
She also stole Krim's angel juice.
She did steal Krim's angel juice, which I feel like that's kind of
I don't know if she
not
like
okay to
that,
do. Like, is that
I don't know.
is that the same principle as when they eat, it gets teleported away? So, like, you nut in them and then it gets teleported somewhere?
That's exactly what happened. I think, like, you nut in them and it gets teleported somewhere.
And she knows, oh, that's angel juice. And she looks at it in, like, a microscope and you see the little sperms have halos.
Apparently, they censored that in the... I watched the uncensored version, but I was reading the Reddit threads, and apparently they just, like, put a bunch of censors over the semen.
Man,
or sperm.
that's
I was like,
funny,
what?
though.
Of all the things.
Of all the things. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm just so impressed with everything here. Like, there's like 3 shows that I look forward to every week. It's like Asakin, it's Hero Academia, and it's this.
Hero Academia.
Because they're all a good time.
I've started like watching Hero Academia again just for Gentle, because I really loved reading his arc in the manga.
Fucking love Gentle.
Gentle's great.
Such a sympathetic... Like, this could happen to any of the heroes if they weren't as lucky as Deku.
That great world building, but like with My Hero, like it's like, oh, what if this happens in this world? Like what about these people? And I know like Vigilantes also kind of covers some of it, but like having this happen in the mainstream is main storyline is
like,
really
what if
cool.
you want to be a hero and you have the best of intentions, but you just fuck up every step of the way, and now you have no choice.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
How do you feel about the OP and ED?
Oh, for My Hero or
no, for this?
This. I think like I heard somewhere that the OP was like sort of a parody of In the Navy.
It is. It's also very. I mean, I hear both In the Navy and YMCA in it. It like switches.
Yeah, it like the OP and ED both sound really familiar. I don't know what the ED reference is, but like, you know, they're just like MCing and then it starts the song.
It's
and
like the ED has like 3 different stages.
Yeah, it's like this weird juxtaposition of like sexual stuff over these super cheery, happy, like it's referencing the YMCA, which I guess like it's called the Y now, but it used to be like a Christian organization, which is just hilarious to me. Like,
oh yeah,
like the way that like it's like a weird gap for me, and that's what makes it really good. It's like the song and the content it's showing is just so different. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Wait, what did you put in favorite type of monster girl in this submission form?
It would have to be like Demon Girls, right?
Right. So have they had your favorites yet?
They have had my favorites.
As in like a succubus, because they still haven't technically gone to the Demon Girl place.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They promised Piccolo that they would, but they never did.
They promised Piccolo. Oh my god.
When will he come
Succubi,
back?
really
Maybe that's episode 12. He comes back and he's like, "The fuck, you promised."
That's the main drama. He's like, "You broke your promise to me."
He was fucking great too. I love him, and that gigantic demon lolly girl. Maybe she lost the mayoral race, and now she's back and she's angry. She's gonna become a demon lord, and take over the
Oh
world.
no. Oh no. I think it's like established she's gonna lose the race, right? Like,
Damn it.
they're super unpopular because they smell.
Because they're demons, yeah.
It's really funny because I think a lot of people, at least in one of the servers I'm in, they like to make fun of anime girls. Like, oh, this person smells. You never canonically see them bathed in the show or whatever. And then, like, Ishizoku is actually like, these girls smell and they suck and no one likes them.
These demon girls are fucking awful. No one likes them. We've had Moss's favorite now, right? Dragon girl. I guess the salamander kind of.
Yeah, technically. Although I guess you could just say Archmage.
Archmage. Yeah, I guess witches.
Big titty witch hat.
Big titty witch hat. And we've had a salamander dragon kind of girl. Man, it's really just me. I'm the only one left who hasn't got my favorite.
Yeah, it is weird though.
It's really not just any
not.
insect, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Anything with
Like-
plates.
Arachnids are like pretty common, so it's actually kind of weird they like went with mushroom girls.
Yeah,
and,
like we got fucking myconids.
and like egg laying before we got
egg
like
laying
a spider
specifically.
girl with like full reptile scaly girls too.
Lizard girls.
I just want to say that the egg laying episode was the funniest episode so far.
That
fucking
was
amazing.
hilarious. Also, like the penguin coming on.
The-
I was like, oh, this is finally an attractive girl because she
No.
doesn't have scales. And they baited the shit out of me.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was so good.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah. It's like, what? Is there anything this show doesn't have? Romance, comedy,
It does not have
Spiders.
arachnids
big
yet.
titty witch girls. It does not have insect girls. And that is upsetting. Now it's a 5 out of 10.
I can see you docking this show a point or two for not having insects.
Like right now, I have it at a 9.
I think that's
it would
fair.
be an easy
I think
9
it's
to
fair.
give. I would up it to a 10 if we get spiders.
I think I have it at like an 8 right
I'll
now.
keep it at 9 if we get any insect girl. I'll give it an 8 if we don't get any.
There's no way. I find it unbelievable they won't like put in Spider Girls.
I feel like they're popular enough, right?
Yeah, like there's a Spider Girl in Undertale.
Spider Girl Undertale, there's a Spider Girl Monster Musume that like revived the whole Monster Girl thing. For fuck's sake.
There's also a Spider Girl in that weird Chinese show, 实验平家庭, like
I don't-
experimental household.
I don't even know what that is. What's this?
Yeah, she's like a tarantula. She doesn't look very spidery, but she has like tarantula powers. I guess there's no Spider Girl in Demi-chan that I've
Now,
seen.
Demi-chan has very mild Monster Girls.
Yes.
They're all very
Yeah.
humanoid. It's not,
But I
it's not
do
like a
have-
centaur or anything.
I do have a body pillow of Saki because she was my first waifu.
Which one is
She's
Saki?
amazing.
Is that the snow
I
girl?
remember that.
She's the succubus, yes.
Oh, her! Yes. Succubus.
She's so
Sensei.
great.
God, she's great.
She also is like that sort of thing that Maz said where she's like
Horny and main, but shy about it.
yeah, she's like horny on main. She's literally horny on main but
Like, fuck
shy
that
about it.
last episode when they're in the pool and Teacher Man is like, he turns around. Okay, it's cool. I can swim with everybody. He's just ripped to hell. And she's like half underwater screaming. She can't handle her shit at all.
She's so horny on main that she has government agents looking at her
It's-
to make
it's
sure she's
insane.
not too horny.
And that's kind of an okay show that has a lot of that has her really. Watch it for Saki, and because Hikari is funny.
I think I gave Demi-chan a 9 because it was a 7 plus 2 points for Saki.
Nice, yeah. See, this is this is scoring I can get behind.
That's that waifu bonus points.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of covered most of both episodes. Do you have any? Now that people are gonna be at home, all quarantined up, any recommendations and stuff people should catch up on?
Magia Record is good. You guys are just mean. I don't know why people don't like Magia Record. It's a really fucking good anime. I like it a lot.
You're just
I
saying
like
that because it's got
Record
witch
too.
hats.
What?
It doesn't have a lot of. It doesn't. One of the characters has a witch hat, but
she doesn't wear it properly.
How do you
so
wear
far,
it wrong?
Oh, I forgot about Kanade. I was saying the what's the other girl that you have set as like your favorite in the game?
Karin?
Yeah. She's not like even in the anime yet.
Yeah.
Like, man,
disappointing.
Our anime are not giving us the characters we want the most.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like.
But,
she's wearing it like.
I agree that
she's a
Magia
farmer
Record
girl.
Yeah, right.
is worth watching. It is paced very weirdly, but like the aesthetic is just spot on Madoka, and I miss that so much.
I'm definitely not like super into the story, but it's so much fun to watch moment to moment.
Right.
It is. Yeah.
So I guess the recommendation is to first watch Madoka if you haven't. Now,
definitely.
You're gonna be shut in anyway by government decree, so you might as well. And then watch the movie, and then watch this. I still haven't watched the movie.
You don't have to watch the movie. I haven't.
I
seen
hear
the
people
movie.
don't like the movie, and some people
It's
do like the
divisive.
movie.
Rebellion?
Yeah.
I
Neon
love
Genesis Rebellion.
Neon, the end of Madoka Rebellion. I guess if I needed to show a show, I guess I have to throw Dorohedoro out there. Am I allowed to throw that out there, actually?
Sure. I don't see why not.
I haven't come up
because
to
it's on
but-
Netflix, or it's going to be on Netflix.
Well,
is
this
it
isn't on
one of
any
those?
legal sites either.
Wait, it's... Oh, yes. Wait. No, it's on Anime Lab, if you're European, I think.
Anime Lab.
Well, I'm not European.
Isn't Anime Lab the one for New Zealand and Australia?
Damn. I am not very cultured.
I
Except when it comes to hentai, obviously.
Yeah. I don't mind telling people
okay,
to pirate a show if it's not available anywhere else.
I will throw Dorohedoro out there because it has like 4 different EDs and they're all great.
Right.
And the show is just silly and hilarious, but also like sort of dramatic.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It's fun.
I don't
It's a lot of stuff.
know much about it at all, except it's got like at least 2 really big muscular girls in it. Right?
Yeah, all the girls are very uniquely shaped.
And like a lizard
Not-
man.
Not necessarily always for the better, but I mean, hey, we are reviewing Monster Girls, so
Listen, man, if
you wouldn't
we're
be
open,
here if you didn't like that.
If nothing
Yeah.
else, we're open to different types of girls.
Dorohedoro is created by a woman, so
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Every time I see a screenshot of Dorohedoro, I feel like I have to say it like that every time. Really emphasize the he, Dorohedoro. Every time I see a screenshot, it looks so janky.
It does look janky.
I know it's
but
CG, but people kind of praise the CG.
It looks better in motion.
I bet.
I saw the character designs. I was like, oh, this is so janky. I'm just gonna read the manga or something. And then I watched it and I was like, this is watchable. I love the characters. I love the story. The visuals might not be the best, but like the ED is great. The OP is great.
the music is so good.
The backgrounds are also fantastic. What's a little bad CG? It's got great everything else.
There's room for some leeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even
shill-
bad CG.
Another shill, Darwin's Game Anime of the Year, Anime of the Decade, best thing
Oh my
ever.
god! Is it the big order of 2020?
It's the Junie Tyson of the season.
Nice. Because
Alright, you're gonna
I'm
need
watching
to-
Big Order.
How's Big Order, dude?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I saw that you at least seen that episode.
Which one is that episode?
The rabbit.
The pregnancy?
Yes.
Dude,
no.
I kind of fucking love it. I can't help it. It's so ridiculous. I can't keep up.
It's so good, dude.
I cannot keep up. Like, I've seen 6 episodes. Like, what's gonna happen? Is the world gonna explode? It's like, one episode you have the rabbit girl getting pregnant, then you have nukes. And then the second episode, they declare, like, their own independent country, and now he's king. What the fuck?
What?
And it's like, does he... I guess, spoilers, does he fuck his sister?
You have to have a very high IQ to understand what happens in Big Order.
Because there's people talking about them like, oh yeah, they're like that, which is lucky because they're not blood related at all. And then it cuts to her hugging him with her legs in a bed, and then all the clothes are strewn across the floor. So I'm like,
in other words, yes, they fuck.
That sounds like fucking to me.
What the fuck?
Actually, do you want like a serious answer?
Yes.
Yes, they actually canonically fucked. Because
nice.
They make it very obvious in the last episode.
Yeah, and they also made it very obvious in this episode. It's just so unexpected because he's been...
It's like, okay, I remember when it was airing and when that scene happened, people were just like, huh? What? Huh? But then in the very last episode, you actually see them nude. And it's like, oh
hell yeah.
Wow.
Just because he's being such a shy, typical anime virgin MC about everybody else. Like,
because the show is so high intellect,
barely even
it's so
like
highly
looking
intelligent
at
that you're just like,
and blushing.
maybe there's a deeper meaning behind this.
Yeah, and then it just cuts to, okay, I guess he just fucked his sister. Okay, great. And he's king, and now there's nukes.
He fucked his sister. That makes him king.
So
king shit.
I mean, I guess
the
that is kind
so
of
IQ. I can't.
Like from a historical perspective, that is a very kingly thing to do. Incest. So that is
oh my god.
Fitting. My god. And then what's her name? The dark skin hammer girl. I forget her name. She's great.
I don't know her fucking name.
Yeah, no one has names except Eiji. And
Eiji
Rin?
Yukiteru. Yeah, her name's Rin.
Yeah, the girl who. His girlfriend who wants to kill him at all times. Wish that was me. That'd be great. Instead, I gotta sit over here and fucking die of coronavirus instead.
Yeah. I messaged Panic about that on accident. I was trying to message my roommate.
There's something about restaurants being closed.
Yeah, all the restaurants and bars in my area are closed.
No.
Oh god, you're coughing.
I am coughing.
Safe,
I have been
man.
feeling kind of sick. I'm hoping it's nothing. And I haven't had like respiratory issues, so I guess it's
at least it can't travel through the wires.
Yeah, I'll be the next thing. It affects digitally. No.
When viruses evolve to travel through copper wire,
modern solutions for modern problems. No. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna call it. Thank you for joining me, both of you.
Such is life. Everything ends with Big Order.
Everything ends with Big Order.
Once Big Order gets brought into the conversation, it just has to. We have to end the podcast.
Yeah, there's nothing to follow Big Order. I'm so excited to finally be watching it.
It sounds like I need to watch Big Order.
It's only 10 episodes.
Everyone needs to watch Big Order.
Yeah, that's a big record.
It is a life-changing experience.
It's on Crunchyroll. There's no excuse.
I'm still mad that 4 years ago, Crunchyroll announced an English dub for it. And nothing has come out about that.
Oh my god.
Maybe they looked at the stats and they were like, well, fuck, no one watched it.
I'll watch it! Fuck you, Crunchyroll!
I still want to see the first episode of the English dub for this. I know it's done, Funimation. You better release it.
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
Did they never release the
dub?
dub?
My god, yeah.
The voice actresses are like, I'm in this show, guys. I'm so excited. And then literally the next day...
Cowards.
They were like...
Oh, so it never even came out, the dub?
Yeah, the dub never came out.
Time to fan dub a show. Who can we get? We're gonna have to hire some porn stars.
Or just go on Fiverr.
Go on Fiverr. I feel like that's gotta be rough as like a voice director being like, could you moan a bit more sexily, please?
I mean, they probably do that for tons of other shows already. It's like,
yeah.
Isn't there a Conception dub?
I bet there is.
I think there is.
But they don't actually fuck in that, so that's different.
They only fuck raccoons in that.
They only canonically fuck a raccoon in that. As a raccoon, not as the human she turns into after that, but as the raccoon. So that was a lie. The plot doesn't end with big order; it ends with conception. Every road leads to conception.
Yep.
Unironically, it's come up so much. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, yeah.
It is ironic to end with conception, though.
Back to signing off. Yeah, thank you for joining me, both of you.
Yep.
And thank you, everyone, for listening. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Oh, the voice crack. 2 weeks. With the last 2 episodes, with the finale of this season.
The season finale.
Season finale.
Make
it's
sure
going to be so sad. Season 2 of reviewers, please.
Please.
Oh my
if
god.
any show could get a season
Dude.
2.
Whoever's... I don't know if anyone's licensing the Blu-rays. If they do, everybody buy it. If Sentai gets it, everybody buy them. Because we need... I need these numbers to show up. I need them to know that people want a season 2.
We all need to stay alive.
And then when
the
season 2 drops,
coronavirus.
High Dive license it. For fuck's sake. You have all the other uncensored stuff. Get this. Come on.
Don't say
That is
stay
true.
alive. Don't say stay alive. It reminds me that ReZero season 2 is delayed.
Oh, right.
Oh god. We
Oh
all
my
need
God,
to stay healthy so we can watch the Nuttcast and we can buy the Ishizoku Blu-rays.
Please, Studio Passion, stay healthy and don't cancel the last 2 episodes because people got sick. Well, if people got sick, then sure, but please don't get sick.
I'm sure they're fine.
I fucking hope so. That would be the biggest disaster to happen
Fucking better be.
in my entire fucking life if they cancel the last 2 episodes.
Oh no.
Or maybe they like drop in animation quality, which I guess that's forgivable. If people have to leave. Anyway, oh God, another tangent. Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you
Signing off for the third time.
Be back.
I love the 10-minute outros each episode has.
Yeah, right.
Which I am intentionally contributing to right now.
I mean, yeah, on like a whole tangent for the intro and not even talking about the show for half of it. That's just how podcasts go. But yeah, I'll be back.
That's how we do it.
2 weeks, season finale. There's something else I wanted to say. Shit. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Download the show on whatever you use for podcasts, because it's on there too. Yeah. See you all later.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Dude.
Bye.